Well, my phone's gone off. It's 2 a.m. on day 5. And I know it's been a little while since I had an update. I've been really busy, so thought I'd update on what was going on and try to give you guys some more tips if you're coming this way. Day 3, we did a bunch of, well, it wasn't a bunch, it was 3 major tests. I started my DEX test on Wednesday.
With a D.
With a D. My spell check on my phone, which I was updating a lot on, decided that wasn't a DEX test. And if you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. So started that yesterday, along with my 3rd urinary free cortisol. Turned in my 2 salivas yesterday morning. Last night. Yesterday morning I stopped my blood draws for a couple days. So yeah, it was Tuesday night was my last. No, Wednesday night was my last.
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night was my last. Yeah, Wednesday night was my last blood draw. Now I'm getting my days are mixing together, but Thursday, day 3.
No.
Wednesday, day 3.
Yes, that was the IPSS.
I woke up and I had another one of these. No, I started these yesterday. That's what it was. My days are mixing together.
Started those on Wednesday.
Started the DEX on Wednesday, but it was after my IPSS. Where's the itinerary? Hold on. It's been so busy.
There you go.
And I've got really good news, and it's kind of muddling my thoughts. Let me go over the paperwork. Okay. So at 4 a.m. I did a blood draw, 8 a.m. did a blood draw.
This is day 3.
On day 3, mailed in my salivaries. 8 a.m. Okay, so they wanted me at the place to get my blood drawn at 8 a.m. Had to turn in my pee at 8 a.m. And I had to check in for my microsurgery at 8 a.m. Just to let you know, that is impossible. You will need another person to help you out with that. And it's not... Sorry, my phone's going off. It's not that you can't wait till later to drop off your pee, but you're not going to want to. So my tip of day 3 is bring somebody with you if you hadn't figured that out already. You really need to bring someone else with you that can stand you, that can deal with you. Because if they didn't have to deal with you at any other point during this, your IPSS is the day they're going to have to deal with you. Because they're going to have to drop off your pee. Because they can't go give blood for you. And so I had her drop off the pee. My wife dropped off the pee. Well, I went, got my blood drawn. And at least tonight, that night, I didn't make the midnight blood lady mad. I was there a half an hour early. The IPSS is it's a small procedure, but you are out for it. I'll give you a rundown. You here at Swedish, you register for it because everything you do, you have to remember, you're not a patient here. You're not a patient here. You are an outpatient that they require you to stay on campus, but they don't treat the 5th floor as the hospital. They don't treat the inn as the hospital. They treat the inn as a inn. So as far as the doctors are concerned, you're at a hotel. You're living here, whatever. So the way they write the schedule is you have to register for every procedure you're going to do. So at 8 a.m. they want you to register for the IPSS. Knowing that they're going to knock you out, have them go ahead and put you on the board for your MRI and your CAT, because most likely you're going to have them on the same day. At least, well, your mileage may vary. They had me on the same day. So 8 a.m. I register, and by 10, some lady was shaving my groin. And it was all I could do to imagine that she did not exist. And I'm sure she appreciated it.
So no small talk?
I'm a good boy. And I failed that dex test. Or passed it, whichever one you want to look at it. Then they tell you to get undressed and put the stupid gown on with no back. And they tell you, oh, it overlaps. It doesn't. It doesn't. So they had to put another jacket on me in the back so I could go pee in a jug.
You mean another dress?
No, it was a jacket.
It was a dress.
The back one wasn't.
I think it was.
No, it had sleeves.
It was still a dress.
Shut up. No peanut gallery. So then they wheel you into surgery. They go down to the basement for surgery. And it was neat because it was the first time I'd ever been in an operating room before. But they wouldn't let me sit up and look around. They wanted me in and out. And they asked me what drink I wanted, and I told them margarita, and they laughed because they didn't have any. But they give you a liquid sedative. And I guess they were expecting a smaller person or one with a lower tolerance for sedatives. I don't know. The first round they gave me, and I laid there and we were talking, they were hoping I was drifting off. Well, I may have been drifting off, but it wasn't because of the anesthesia. I was just sleepy. So they asked me, is it working yet? And I said no. So they gave me another round. In that round, they asked me if it was working, and I said, well, the ceiling, because on the ceiling was a bunch of filters, 1 foot square filters, filtering the air. And I said, well, the ceiling is starting to look 3D. And the last thing I remember was them laughing and said, it's working. And the next thing I know, I'm sweating, and I'm sick at my stomach because I haven't eaten all day, because the CAT scan, you have to fast after midnight. And so the first thing I remember is someone asking me if I was hot, and I said, yeah. So they started bringing in cold packs, and apparently I had some kind of reaction to the anesthesia, but it's fairly common, I guess. I don't know.
No, there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good.